For the last 18 years, Doug and his wife Chris, along with Yvonne, have dedicated their lives to one of the largest private land conservation projects in the world, Conservacion Patagonica. In the early 90s, Doug and Chris began raising money and using their own life savings to acquire large tracts of wild lands in Chile and Argentina. With the help of hundreds of passionate workers and volunteers, they've succeeded in protecting entire ecosystems and fostering sustainable farming and ranching programs. Added together, the amount of land they've put into conservation is bigger than Yellowstone National Park.
Well, it's another day. Spring wind blew my list of things to do.
We didn't change our lives overnight, but it had a big influence on me. For me, it was the best trip of my life. The whole history of Latin America is conquistadores. It's not much different from the States, but in the States, at least, we don't trust the government, and so we have a history of philanthropy. So Doug comes down here, and he says, I'm gonna create a national park, and I'm gonna give it back to you Chileans. And they're going, give me a break. People don't do that. You know, there has to be another reason.
I think first and foremost, people only protect those things they love. And you can't love something unless you inherently identify with that. That's certainly one of the reasons we ended up here. We have over 2 million acres of land put into conservation. And people think that's a lot of land, but really we're on the losing team here.
Entonces, Douglas, lo que ha hecho en Chile, en el fondo, con esta creación de parques, él ha puesto en el tapete de discusión un tema que no estaba antes en Chile, simplemente, que es el tema de la conservación de la naturaleza y la relación justamente entre la conservación y el desarrollo de un país. La polémica que se ha dado y por qué Douglas ha tenido tantos adversarios y tantos críticos es porque él está provocando un efecto a nivel de paradigma.